I swear to God, y'all are some needy ass bitches. I gave you guys a video 2 days ago and here I am making yet again another video for you hoes. Today we're going to be talking Sanders Kennedy and his recent change of style in his content, going from the king of petty to pretty much the jester. Y'all ready? Let go.
More money, I want your money, I want more money, I want your money. More money, I want your money, I want more money, I want your money. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it, I won't take it back. Cause I did this shit, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it, I won't take it back. Cause I did this shit, I was a hoe. More money, I want your money, I want more money, I want your money. More money, I want your money, I want more money.
Because we're from Britain, okay? We don't spill tea, we drink it. Bitch! Yes, guys, it's your girl Petty Paige, back at it again with this shit. Ooh! I'm coming back to you guys with yet another video. This time we're going to be talking about Sanders Kennedy. I'm seriously over the JK videos. Something that I've noticed in recent months is that Sanders Kennedy's content has been slowly shifting from petty to really diplomatic.
Bitch what? Bitch what?
So that's why today I wanted to discuss with you guys whatever happened to Sanders Kennedy. But as always, just in case you don't know who Sanders Kennedy is, I'm going to be explaining who he is for you in 60 seconds. Sanders Kennedy is a 28-year-old YouTuber from New York.
I'm from Brooklyn. I read Brooklyn all day.
He's one of the first drama channels to start talking about beauty influencers. His videos can sometimes dabble into other things such as pop culture and paranormal activity. His channel, Sanders Kennedy, used to be called Just Sam's World and has over 160,000 subscribers. Before Sanders became famous, he always wanted to be a gossip channel journalist. So he started his YouTube channel in 2009 in order to indulge that side of his personality. In August 2016, he did the ultimate goal, which is to quit his job and to become a YouTuber full-time. Sanders Kennedy's initial popularity came from his Jeffree Star content. So now that you've got a little bit of a rundown of who Sanders Kennedy is, I'm going to be talking about why he went from making content like this.
And for the people who are defending his racist comments, are you serious right now? I don't care if it's a joke, I don't care if it's satire, I don't really care what it is. The N-word is always going to be the N-word, and you want to use excuses, you have no respect in my book. That is beyond disgusting. And after that coming out and seeing proof of that, it should have been done.
To content like this.
So, I talked about this earlier. We did not know, the word's out the bag now, we did not know that who Jaclyn Hill was teaming up with. We didn't know if Jaclyn Hill was teaming up with this. She said this is the biggest collab ever. So instantly we thought, I thought Giorgio Armani, Sephora, Lancome, just the big names like Tom Ford, all those. I thought those.
So let's start from the top. Sanders Kennedy was pretty much the ambassador for YouTube channels that dealt with the beauty community as well as well-known YouTubers. He used to give you clickbait material and deliver the receipts, honey.
99% sure it's Shannon Rose. As you know, she already has a history with porn. Now, I am not slut-shaming, saying porn is awful. If you want to do porn, go ahead and get your brains knocked out for a few $1,000s. I'm not judging you. Do you, boo. Like, go ahead.
He wasn't afraid to shade you, to shade your mother, to shade your father, to shade your whole goddamn family. In fact, they called you the Shadows, bitch. And that's what gave Sanders Kennedy the name, the King of Petty. I remember being a massive fan of Sanders Kennedy, listening to him on my way to work and on my way back from work pretty much every day. As soon as he dropped a video, I had that notification and I was on it. I was living for his content. But then something changed. Some new moves were made in the drama community and all of a sudden he stopped being himself. He developed a stutter.
So within the 60 seconds, I'm going to let you guys know that allegedly his videos pictures of him naked leaked online, and it will be linked down below, allegedly, just for legal reasons, but his face is in it, allegedly.
He wasn't sure of himself.
And for me, I like what I do because I create dialogue, and now I don't control what other people say or do. Yes, there are a few people who do get very vicious in the comments. I can't tell them, don't do that. Like, I can tell them, don't do that, but I'm not their parent. People are going to do what they're going to do if either I talk about it or not.
And he no longer stood by his convictions.
I'm happy that I got that weight lifted off my shoulders, because every time I heard about Jeffree Star or thought about Jeffree Star, I thought, you're a racist, you're mean, you're bigoted, you're all this hate. Not hate, but all this negative energy. But I hated, I was disappointed and hated his actions. And that's still not, please, this is still not passing off what he did. Everything that he did was wrong. In my opinion, everything that he did that I reported on was wrong.
One YouTube channel grew out of absolute nowhere, and it was the one, the only, John Cookian. John Cookian, at the point that I remember him, was only around the 60,000 subscribers mark when all of this stuff between him and Sanders Kennedy was beginning to develop. John Cookian had accused Sanders Kennedy of stealing some of his content, and by George, the way he spun it, I thought he was right.
2 days after he tweeted me, he copied my video word for word. He went to a bar and there was a guy on the door and he was an absolute psychopath. The psycho has basically verbally attacked Glow by Nicole.
The bouncer at the door was harassing her friend Nicole. The bouncer really worked her.
John Cookian worked so goddamn hard to get them to shut down the comment section of Sanders Kennedy's videos. Thousands of likes for this opinionated petty prince turned into thousands of dislikes for this John Cookian wannabe.
Bitch just stole my motherfucking move. Did you see that? Bitch, I did that first.
Sanders Kennedy even went missing. Like, we lost a dude for like about a week or so.
He has to be in one of these. Sanders! Girl, I think that's Sanders right there. Sanders! Sanders!
And his likes turned to dislikes and everything completely changed. And then all of a sudden there was a new king reigning. King Cookian. So around Christmas time, Sanders Kennedy decided to take yet another break. And in this social media break, he decided that he was going to completely change. The guy who had made his entire career based upon how much he hates Jeffree Star is now best friends with him?
I'm not trying to convince you to change your mind about him. I'm letting you know on my journey of my life, I'm letting the negativity go.
Okay, so maybe that was an overstep. Maybe they weren't best friends. However, they had started talking, which is definitely better than the communication that we've been seeing all over Twitter. Like who is she?
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
Sanders is claiming this was purely because he wanted to close this chapter in his life, and people can change. So by accepting that Jeffree Star can change, he can change too. The problem was that the character that he created on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube was that petty, shady bitch that everybody loved who didn't give two fucks about what you felt. Fuck your feelings, ho.
If you ever try to come for me again, I will know that I'm the king of petty and my crown will never fall off.
And suddenly we lost that. As a subscriber of his, I have been less and less interested in his content. He's telling the stories that I want to hear, but it's almost as if he's lost his confidence. Back in the day, Sanders Kennedy was the one. Like, you did not want to fuck with her. Did anybody else remember when he posted those videos about Nick Schneider? And I was like, girl, when he covered the Shannon Rose and Amber shenanigans, like, he brought the hottest, the most illest YouTube drama tea back in the day. Oh, I miss him.
And I need you, and I miss you.
So a couple of days ago, a girl called Kendall had decided to make a video about drama channels.
What if I told you that there was an entire blossoming community here on YouTube of YouTubers that now create content talking about other YouTubers?
This is about beauty gurus.
Bitch! bitch!
A dramatic Snapchat rant on Carly Bible's Snapchat.
Talking about Trisha Paytas, girl.
Kat Von D jumped on Instagram and denounced her friendship with Jeffree Star.
She has some views towards drama channels that I don't necessarily agree with. However, everybody's entitled to their opinion. So Sanders Kennedy decided that he was going to address this. I was ready, I was living, I was here for it. I had my tea motherfucking ready like, bitch, yes, say something, say something. And he delivered nothing.
I just didn't want to be included into a group that I personally feel do sometimes personally bash people and stuff like that, but they can do what they want. I'm not gonna even try and get involved.
I felt as if I was expecting him to start snatching weaves as he proclaims, and he did nothing but just say, eh. I think as a drama community, the rest of us had collectively agreed that we probably wouldn't make any comments on this. However, if there was anyone who was going to make a commentary about it, I expected that Sanders Kennedy would deliver the best. So just like everybody else, I was a little bit disappointed. Sanders Kennedy's content has changed so much and he's become so diplomatic and very picky with the words that he chooses now that I kind of feel as if, and this is completely my opinion, that John Cookian has bullied the petty out of this guy. Now, petty-ho to petty-ho, I was always here for Sanders Kennedy, and I will continue to be here. But some of you hoes completely demonized this guy in the comment section of his own videos for even uttering John Cookian's name. So now that the script is flipped, and we're now beginning to see that the real plagiarism is on John Cookian's end, and the real hateration, holleration in the dancery is all on John Cookian's end.
We don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery.
Maybe we should just kind of take a moment to say sorry to this dude. The Tanamocha video that he did, I literally didn't even catch it. I think I caught about 15 minutes of that thing before it was completely gone. And I must say, I was completely let down by the content, but I think he's aware of how shockingly terrible that content was. Sanders Kennedy was then battling with John Cookian when he should really have been focusing on putting out quality content that he cared about. Now, I have spoken to Sanders Kennedy and I have asked him for a statement just to see what he thinks about his recent change in content and his recent change in his demeanour as a whole, actually. Hi guys, so whilst I was editing, I'm still in the editing process of this video, Sanders Kennedy did get back to me and he did leave a statement, so I'm just going to read that out to you quickly. Obviously I'm going to put it up on the video as well. So he said, I really felt that making a change was best for me. While it was fun to be on the top and to be shady, I also felt it became too much. Whilst my channel was growing, I had to ask myself, are people subscribing for me or because they hate the person that I'm talking about, and taking personal jabs at somebody isn't best. I just wanted to be taken seriously. While I know that people still hate me for their own reasons, I just want my subscribers to know that I'm just a normal person with an opinion. I want to make this a career outside of YouTube. I love talk shows and gossip shows and wish I could go down that lane. I don't take for granted all the love and support my loyal subscribers give me. I couldn't do it without them. They remind me every day that somebody loves me, and I hope they know that they are loved too. So that's his statement that he gave me. Just thought I'd put it into the video and update y'all. I'm going to carry on editing. I'm tired. I'm going to drink. Bye! In terms of Sanders Kennedy's content, tell me what you think. Have you been not watching as much as you usually do? Or do you think that his content is much better because he is less petty? I know that for me, Sanders Kennedy's content has lost that little bit of je ne sais quoi that I love about his stuff, and the fact that he does impose his opinion on his viewers, whether you like it or not. And that's a Sanders that I'm really hoping comes back very soon. I personally miss the old Sanders Kennedy, the one that was snatching wigs, bitch. But that's just my opinion, and don't take my opinion for it because I'm just putty.
So the number one question that I always get asked whenever I make videos is what tea I'm drinking. It's wine, bitch!